Hey everyone, it's Shipwrecked Samantha here, and today I am going to answer all of your questions of any questions you might have about the drawing program that I use. I'm going to give you a little tour of what it is, and also I'm going to give you a link to where you can get this drawing program that I use. It is on my iPad 3, and so it's a drawing app, but the software is just amazing, and it has convinced me that to not even worry about getting any computer programs because it has everything I need. So I'm going to give you a little tour of how it works and show you what I use to do all my drawing. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and launch the app. As you can see, it loads very quickly. Even though I have a lot of files on here, I've never actually deleted any of my work. But I have several months of artwork on here and doodles and sketches. So if you think about it, you really just have unlimited paper, which is pretty great. I'm going to go ahead and start a new canvas, but there are a lot of options for this. So there are preset programmed canvas sizes you can use. There is Retina, Square, 4K, these different options. There is also a custom option to where you can choose what size you want and the amount of layers you can add. Also, you can import a picture. So what I'm going to do is Retina. This is what I normally use, and I like to minimize it a little bit. So the simplest thing we can do is I'm just going to show you the responsiveness of this app. So let me show you this. I'm going to go to the black, and you can see it responds very well, and sometimes my stylus glitches because it's cheap, so I'll show you with my fingers. This is a live response, very quick to respond app. I have never seen one that responds so well, and it is a very high responsive program. So now what I'll do is I'm just going to take the brush pen and show you some things about this. So I just filled that in, but I'm going to show you the selection tool. So I'm just going to make a circle. And now all you can do on here is color inside the area you've selected, or you can do the exact opposite. And sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Or you can do the exact opposite and color everywhere but the area you selected. This is a very helpful tool in drawing because you can keep yourself from messing up in certain areas. Plus, as far as I know, there's unlimited undo buttons, which is fantastic. Here are some other things you can do. So here's one layer. I'm going to make some more layers. I can rename the layer. I'll call it Doodle. And now I have other layers. I can also duplicate a layer by doing 3 fingers down, copy and paste. And you can see now I have a second layer of that, but I'm just going to go ahead and delete it. So I'm going to draw on another layer right here. You can also move the layers around, so I just moved this one up. Now I'm going to draw, and you can see that the red is behind the black because of the separate layers. I can also move the layers around, and there are so many editing tools. I can change the opacity, if that's how it's correctly pronounced. I can make it as blurry as I want. I can also make it as sharp as I want. Well, I'd have to get rid of the blur first. You can also change the texture. And there are so many options for changing the color without even having to paint over what you've already done. So you can see there's so many different options for this and what you can do. There are just so many different options and things, and this app really amazes me because of the things it can do. The only problem I've had is very occasionally it will crash on me if I'm doing motions too fast, but right here I'm not really having any problems. If I've been drawing for a couple hours at a time, it can crash on me. But you can see here there's also a lot of tools, so there are tons of tools already programmed in here, and just different sections, textures, really anything you need. You can also modify each brush to how you want. There are all these different options. Or you can make your own brushes, which is a great tool as well. I like to modify the brushes already here to what I prefer to use. And you can also change the tool used for your blending. So right here I'm blending the red layer, and change the tool used for erasing. So the erasing is on the brush pen. so it's really easy to erase. I can make it a lower opacity and only erase some of it, like that. So overall, this is a really amazing app, and I would definitely recommend it for anyone looking to do any digital art. It's a great starter app. Plus, it's definitely worth the money. And if you have an iPad or any way of getting this, I say get it because it is so worth it.